All right, so now for Thursday, what you guys are going to do, you're going to choose two traits that were passed down from your mother's parents to your actual mom, and then you're going to actually give me an allele. All right, so my grandmother has straight hair, my mom has straight hair, so I'm going to go ahead and write that as a trait, straight hair. And I am going to give it a capital H. And then they also both have brown eyes, so I'm going to do brown eyes. Actually, I want to use dimples for one. All right, so mom did not have dimples, but grandmother did have dimples, but I'm still going to write it down. So dimples, and I'm going to give it a capital D, which means if I go over here, that for trait 1, which was straight hair, that must be a dominant trait. And I say that because everyone has straight hair in my family on my mom's side. So all of them have straight hair, so that's why I'm putting that there. So a possible genotype for that could be capital H, capital H. I'm going to say that they're dominant, homozygous dominant for this trait. For trait 2, for dimples, because I'm my mom's child, I have dimples, I'm going to say that this is a dominant trait as well. And I'm going to say that because some of us have it, some of us don't. But instead of it being capital D, I'm going to make it capital D, lowercase d. Because remember, my mom doesn't have dimples, but I do, and grandmama does. All right, let's move on to dad. So I'm going to do curly hair. He has curly hair, which is a lowercase c for me. And then he also has no dimples, which is lowercase d. All right, so I'm going to say that dad is recessive for this because his mom did not have straight hair, but his dad did. Curly hair, but his dad did. So some have curly hair, some don't. So I'm going to say that this is lowercase, and I'm going to put those dashes just so I remember that those are lower cases. And then for the dimples, I'm going to say that somebody has to be dominant for it. And I think that because I have it, but dad doesn't. Okay, and a possible genotype for that is capital D, lowercase d. So I'm going to say he's heterozygous for that. Now let's go into this. These are my traits right here, okay? So I'm going to go with curly hair because I have it, which is a lowercase c. And I'm going to go with dimples because I have it, which is a capital D. So I'm going to say that this must be a recessive trait. And the reasoning, some of us have my mom has straight hair, I have curly hair, but his parents both have straight and curly. Okay, and I'm going to give this lowercase c. For this one, I'm going to say is dominant. Same reasoning that I gave mom. Some have it, some don't. Possible genotype, capital D, lowercase d. All right? So just in case you want to see that, that's how it should look. All right, going into this slide. So it says, what's one trait that I'm choosing? I'm choosing dimples, okay? So out of these two things, I'm going to go with dimples, okay? So what was the trait that I'm choosing? Dimples. What's the allele I'm giving it? A capital D. Is this dominant or recessive? Dominant. Why? Because some of them have it, some don't. Okay, what is a possible genotype? Capital D, lowercase d. All right, remember this is the exact same thing from here. Exact same thing from here. All right. So now I'm going to plot these, okay? So my genotypes, because this is my child, I'm going to use this one. So capital D, lowercase d. Okay, so you would actually type it in there. Don't write, you can't write it. But anyways, so it says, for whatever trait you have chosen, make sure the father is homozygous recessive for that trait. So if he is homozygous recessive for the dimples trait, that means he is going to have a genotype of lowercase d, lowercase d. So let's write that here, lowercase d, lowercase d. So now let me go ahead and do my Punnett square, okay? So then this is going to go in here. This is going to go down there. So so the child is going to be a capital D, lowercase d, because this one is capital and this one is lowercase, okay? So you're going to do the same thing here. This one is going to go there and this one is going to come down here. So that means the child is going to be lowercase d and lowercase d, because this is lowercase and because this one is lowercase. Now we got to do it for this side, okay? So this is going to be a capital D, and then this one is going to be a lowercase d, okay? Then you have to do it for the one at the bottom. So this one is going to go over here, and this one is going to come down here. So that is a lowercase d, and again a lowercase d, because this one came down here, okay? So these are all of my possible genotypes for my kids. So kid 1 can have this one, kid 2 can have this one, kid 3 will have this one, kid 4 will have this one. All right, so now it says, what is the probability of kids? So I'm going to use my pointer. Here it says, what is the probability of kids being homozygous recessive? So the probability of the kids being homozygous recessive, remember whenever it's homozygous recessive, it has two lowercase traits, right? So I'm going to put that right there so I'll know. So whenever I see a DD in this Punnett square, I know that those kids are having that. So remember, each box is worth 25%. So I have two DDs, lowercase d's, so that means that it's 50%. So I'm going to put that here. Okay, so you should automatically know that for homozygous dominant, it's homozygous dominant. I'm going to write capital D here, because that's what that looks like. I have no capital D's here, no two capital D's. So I'm going to put 0%. And then for heterozygous, it should look like capital D, lowercase d. I have two of those, one right here, one right here. So I have 50% heterozygous. That's all you guys have to do.